So as you know, my dog Moo and I have been looking into the plethora of corpses being plucked out of Ladybird Lake lately and thought we'd share with you what we have found so far. So thought first it would make sense just to get our hands around how many people are we really talking about. And you would like to think that like how many people have been killed around town, around Ladybird Lake would be an easy thing to answer, but not so much. Okay, so here on this map, you can see that's the area we're talking about. That orange dotted line is Rainy Street. Actually, it's a pretty good ways. I can show you, here's another angle. All right, so this is the same view. Somebody put little people on there to put it on the scale, and they're already corpses. Oh, man. All right, this is that same view, but this is from the other way. And so you can see, like, you're not just going to fall off of that trail and land in the water, because you can't even tell this from looking at this picture. But for one thing, that's probably like a 15 or 20 foot, maybe even drop off. It's pretty steep right there, and it's trees and stuff all the way down. So you're not going to, you might hurt yourself if you fell, but you're not going to make it all the way to the water. However, where the plot thickens, if you like thick plots, I don't know why I said that so creepy. I'm sorry I did that. All right, so here, okay, now for one thing, that is not me who put Trail of Tejano Legends. That's Google Earth. That's just what they decided to share. So that has nothing to do with me. But that is the Hispanic Heritage Center that it's at, which is a very cool place if you've not been there. They have one of the coolest outside pavilion areas on the whole lake. Anyway, so this is that same trail just from higher up, and down at the bottom right is the Rainy Street area, and that yellow is that's a secondary trail system that's down below there, very informal, made just by people and whatever, but that's how much room there is down there. And along that whole area there's a lot of homeless camps. It's totally unlit down there. That whole area is kind of a thoroughfare for a lot of people commuting in different directions, and again, lots of tourists use that part of it. So that's a totally scale. I would not go down there at night by myself for sure. And there's a stairway somewhere, I don't remember where it is, that goes actually from the top, the real trail, down to the bottom. And the last time I saw it, there's a gate in front of it, but there's no fence. So like literally there's just a gate. And so you can step around or over or whatever you want to do. But it would take a lot of willpower to do that at night when it's dark. You're not going to do that accidentally. You're going to have to like walk down this long sketchy flight of stairs into the pitch black pit with no telling what kind of noises down there. So I mean, maybe somebody just happened down there, but that seems kind of weird too. What nobody cares about that. Okay, fine. All right. So Moo also wanted me to make sure to tell you that he smelled something suspicious here, all those places. He smelled something suspicious. Okay, so our plan of investigation for tomorrow is we're going to try to find, there's this one unhoused fellow who I talk to sometimes. And he seems to know everything about the trail. His name is either Tupelo or Tubalo. And it's not that I don't know which one it is. That's his name. That's how he introduces himself. Either Tupelo or Tubalo. It's a mouthful. Some of you may remember him from other occasions when I have needed a fictional homeless character to further a narrative. Same guy, exact same dude. I've had two interactions with this guy. The first one was I once saw him. He was standing on the shore screaming at the top of his lungs at a team rowing boat that was coming by, and just continued to scream obscenities at them until they finally all kind of stopped rowing and turned to look to see what was up with the guy on the shore. And when they did, he just like calmly but then loudly just goes, "What are you guys doing? Rowing?" And that's all he said. And it's one of my favorite things I've ever seen. It brought a lot of joy to me that day. I always wonder what those guys thought about that. But then the second interaction that I had with him was even funnier. I once saw him giving, so my second interaction with him is I saw him giving what appeared to be an educational lecture to a group of school children about the wild parrots of East Austin. And now keep in mind, either Tupelo or Tupelo does not look like what most of us would think of as an ornithologist. Maybe that's his, I don't know for sure what his academic background is, but that does not occur to me. But he looks exactly like a homeless guy named either Tupelo or Tupelo looks like. In your head, whatever you have, that's exactly what the guy looks like. But he talked with such confidence and like with so much certainty that everybody just listened to him. There were teachers there. I think there was even like a park police officer was there, and they're all just listening to him. And he either knows a lot about parrots, or he is the best bullshitter ever. The only one thing I remember him saying when I was riding by is he was saying, "Do you know what they call a group of parrots? A pandemonium of parrots. They are so good at marketing." And that's what he taught the school kids. So that's either Tupelo or Tupelo. But I'm going to see if I can find him and see what he will say to me, what he thinks is happening, or what other people living around there may think. So that's where things stand. More to come later.